Okay, summer showcase. 1 month ago. Let's give it a whirl. Oh no. No.
So let's take a look.
Oh no. No, it's not separated by... No. My attention span. It's dwindling quickly. I can't do it. I need the little blocks. This. See that? See that? Oh, check the comments for timestamps. Oh, but that's so much work. My job's so hard. My job is hard. I don't care for this. So anyway. Okay, let's check this out. So there's something that's like the Resident Evil 9 Requiem trailer and then official game overview. I don't know what game overview means, but I have not seen anything. Okay, I'm excited.
Sir.
Oh, her hair looks great. Look at that skin. That hair's really well done. Wow, the glass? Man, what the hell? This looks really good.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Okay. Girls with glasses, you say?
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
There's gonna be so much porn of this chick.
What is this? Hey! Help!
Stay close.
This looks great.
They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Wow.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Oh. Did you guys lose your minds when this happened? Because I guarantee you this trailer was happening. You didn't know what it was. And the big brown, everyone like just probably screamed. Like I can hear it. I'm so sad I wasn't a part of this. I can imagine you guys lost your marbles. This moments like this make me sad that I missed this, like streaming it with you guys. So when was this? Like this whole section, is this like just a video that was up on YouTube? Did you guys get to see this too, or? What is that? Ooh. Ending of Summer Game Fest. Ooh.
徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点でした。
That looks great. They did it! They did the thing that I was telling you. I told you. What did I just say? I'm not even... Pack it up, bro. Pay me to be a dev, bro, because what did I just finish saying? I don't know what that model looks like. You don't need to know. Remember when I said to just make it tall, make it maybe spindly, maybe a shape that we don't recognize that's a little bit scary and unnatural. You don't have to let us look at it. You don't have to put a light on it. Could be anything. That's it. That's all. That's it. You don't have to be freaking Capcom. Just get a model and do that. You'll be fine.
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレイス・アッシュクロフト。
Female
内向的で怖がり
woman.
バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作ろうとしています。プレイヤーと同じ目線
Imagine if
で
a woman.
一緒になって怖がれるこういうキャラクターを狙っています。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。
What? Huh?
ハザードレクイエムは2026年。
That's like tomorrow.
Starting off with number 20, it's Pathologic.
Oh, dinosaurs. Hold on. Speaking of dinosaurs, before we suddenly leave the topic of dinosaurs, there's a demo of a new dinosaur game. I don't know when I'm going to play it, but I want to play it as soon as possible. I just thought I'd let you know that someone that I follow, or a creator I follow that plays horror games, introduced me to this dinosaur game. Ferocious, I think that's what it's called.
Ice Pick Lodge is back with Pathologic 3. This time, you're not just racing.
I didn't care for
You're also
Pathologic
bending.
at any
I don't
point
know
in
if you're
time. I thought it was
bending
too
against
long,
you. So
just
you're
too
a doctor,
everything.
You diagnose patients, impose quarantines, and you attempt to outwit a plague.
It's
that
not
is
a stream
as
game, that's for
philosophical
certain.
As it is lethal. Except now you have a time travel mechanic. That's what makes Pathologic 3 different from the past two. Moving on to number 19, it's Macabre. Yes,
Okay, what's Macabre? I've not heard of this.
None of us as children pronounce correctly. Many of us have pulled a Macabre.
Honestly, it makes sense. So, like, for the longest time, I think I didn't know how to say the word or read this word until like 2 years ago. I say macabre. How many of you guys knew that the word was macabre? And not like this is not even spelled. It doesn't matter. Moving on.
Macabre drops you, and a couple of trustworthy is probably not the right word, but pals drops you into a time rift.
I can already tell this game's gonna be complete trash, and I feel like, and coming back to stream, maybe I should be a little bit open-minded, or I'm complete opposite. You've got plenty of streamers who just pick up the trash and they eat it, and they eat it, and they regurgitate it for you baby birds, and you guys go. I don't think I want to do that. I think if I want to provide the good stuff, so when you tune in, you go, yum. So I can tell that this is not going to be great.
Blur and a shape-shifting horror stock.
I'm sure that they've used kind of stereotypical like things you can buy online, which is fine. Doesn't matter. If they voice act, it's probably going to be bad.
We Forge, the developer.
They probably have tried to implement a story, which I will always put them one up above everything else. If you're making a horror game, and even if it's not good, if you're trying to do something different, I think that's great. I will already put you a bar higher.
Developers are calling this a stealth extraction horror game. Less about firepower, more about sneaking, strategizing, and occasionally sacrificing your teammates for the greater good or for fun. Like I said, trustworthy, not necessarily the right word. Macabre is currently in early.
So I think if I had to make like a top 3 problematic things in horror games, they don't spend enough time on their horror assets, like the enemies. So this is a really good example coming up.
Trustworthy. Macabre is
I don't care about this. If you have a model that looks like this, look how they're showcasing it. They're putting it front and center on stage with the light fully on this model. No one cares about how this looks. If you want people to actually be scared, turn the lights off, make it kind of you can't see, a little blurry in the dark. Make it, and if you're like, I can't afford or I don't know how to make a good model, animate it in a distorted type fashion. Make it, instead of you're on 2 legs and 2 arms, give it 2 more arms. Create a really unique, disturbing silhouette. Get that model, stretch it really tall, have it standing in a corner. It's not hard.
I know extreme given this Carnival Hunt.
Please say
an
dinosaur.
asymmetric horror multiplayer game that's in development. Basically, you're either
I remember this. This actually looks really, really good. This looks good.
a bunny or a carnival monster. The bunny's got to work together, and they have kind of a genius little force you to do things mechanic. The bunnies are wind-up toys, and they have to work together to keep each other wound up, while the monster hunts them to recharge its own energy. It's kind of difficult to have any staying power in the genre, so having a little thing to force people to work together more, I like that. This was a game that they had said they were going to release in 2023, but it's supposedly coming out this year. They've done some alpha tests, and they're going to do some beta tests soon, so it's an interesting one. We'll see.
No, I didn't see the new System Shock 2. Thank you for the bits, by the way.
17, the Bornless, set on the eerie
Bornless.
Farmhouse Island. This free-to-play
looks good.
horror FPS.
Free to play.
PvP, PvE, but more importantly,
Oh.
rituals, demon summonings, and supernatural foes, along with the human ones.
I bet it looks nothing like this in game.
That you will fight, of course. You have a 3-phase gameplay loop: looting and exploring, performing rituals, and then hunting or being hunted, which is honestly super refreshing. It's a different thing. It's like a 1960s Lovecraftian black magic faction building horror shooter. I realize that's a lot of words, but it is actually a unique game, and it's one I'm absolutely going to try out when it comes out later in the year on PC.
What are you
At
watching?
number 16 is
It's just a 20 new horror games 2025.
We Harvest Shadows, which
From
is
Game
kind of
Facts?
Stardew Valley meets Silent Hill, if that makes sense. Grant,
Do we have a set date for this yet? This one makes me jizz my pants, bro.
it's not like a pixel art game. It's a first-person, single-player horror game that's also a farming game. So it's a weird juxtaposition, this sort of tranquility of rural life and psychological terror. But what you're doing is the same stuff you're doing in Stardew Valley. You're fixing up your house, you're caring for livestock, you're
Sim games mixed with horror is the
finding
perfect.
resources, etc. But at night, obviously, you have to defend those things.
The demo is really
It's a
good.
super interesting looking game, and it's coming out late in 2025 on PC. There's a demo currently available. I would really recommend it because it's not like anything else.
I agree.
I've
This
ever
is going to
played.
be a really
And
good
yet,
game.
There's a lot
I did
of
play the demo,
familiarity
yeah.
there too. It's one of those types of games.
Ooh, I haven't
And
seen that
number
before.
15 is Subliminal, a psychological horror game inspired by The Backrooms. Very realistic, very non-linear, handcrafted.
This
what they're
looks
calling
good.
Light and perspective-based puzzles. And then there's manifestations of fear and despair. It's The Backrooms. It was going to come out late.
Subliminal may be a scam. Had a friend drop 30K on it and got ghosted. How do you do that? What do you mean he dropped 30K?
But they had to delay. It's listed as coming soon, supposedly sometime this year. Subliminal is coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series, and also VR.
Oh, okay.
At number 14 is The Lost Wild. Tell me if this sounds a little familiar to you. You're in a lush, overgrown research facility where dinosaurs roam freely. Yeah, kind of sounds a little like Jurassic Park, except for it's a survival horror game. I mean, I guess Jurassic Park is kind of like the equivalent of that as a movie.
You look so pretty. Hey,
maybe,
thank you.
Honestly, this Great Ape Games video game
Oh, it
is
looks
gonna be interesting
beautiful.
because guess what? This is not a first-person shooter.
Oh, thank
You're not
God.
gonna be overpowered. This is a stealth and evasion game. You got distractions, like flares and stuff. That's your weapons against dinosaurs. It's an interesting looking game. One I'd like to try.
They always make dinosaur games with guns. Always, dude. Always.
It'll be out sometime this year on PC.
Okay, pause. What's this game? The Lost Wild. 1 second. I need to go to Steam as we're doing this. The Lost Wild. Oh, it's already on wishlist for me. Ugh, I'm already on it.
At number 13 is Subnautica 2. Basically, it's Subnautica on a new ocean world with 3 friends. That's right,
Ooh.
4-player co-op. Yes, that's going to be fun. Don't tell me that's not going to be fun.
I wanna play with
Subnautica's
Chibi
a
and
great
Nags
game.
and
You're gonna
Ray.
be exploring
I
mysterious
want them to play
ruins,
with
building
me.
custom bases, facing off against big
I
old
wanna play with
predators.
those
And this time
guys.
around, it's not just a base you can build. You also
Please.
have the ability to modify your DNA so you can evolve your character.
What happened to the dev
meet
team?
The planet's conditions.
Wait, rip Sub-
Subnautica 2 is going to enter early.
Guys, what happened in the time that I was gone? It's Subnautica now. 3 devs got fired. Okay, hold on. Crafton, like the mac and cheese, bought them under the guise of the dev teams getting 250 million if they meet early access for this year, and they delayed it. And 3 top level staff got fired From what I read, the former lead devs, man, I want chicken nuggets. Sorry, former lead devs weren't doing their jobs. Given $250 million and one of them was making AI slop. The dev team are suing them now. For what? For being lazy. So this is done.
First-person survival horror game developed by Team Clout. This one is touting itself.
That I said touching itself.
Is intense body horror with a detailed dismemberment system.
Oh,
it's also
yeah.
had some
I'm
pretty
listening.
chilling trailers and comes off pretty ambitious, which sometimes does give people pause. Obviously, I think you trust people until they give you a reason not to. I hope Team Clout is able to deliver on this because honestly, if it's good, fantastic.
This has been in the works for like at least what 5 years.
Game with a great trailer. It is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series sometime this year, hopefully.
I don't think so.
Moving on to number 11, it's Deathground. Basically, Alien Isolation meets Jurassic Park, right? It's developed by John.
Wait, are we getting 2 tiny games? Is this my birthday?
Drop Games. It's a solo or up to 4-player co-op where you're battling against dinosaurs. So developers have gotten the memo. Dinosaur game time. I'm taking it. This game is a survival, stealth, teamwork-oriented type experience, which I think looks interesting because co-op Alien Isolation.
Layna and Lazar are more like Layna Dinosaur, am I right, boys? Oh, this looks good.
Yeah, I think yes.
Alien Isolation with dinosaurs would be peak. Oh, I'm so ready. I'd probably play the solo if I'm honest with you.
Moving on to number 10, it's Quite a Ride. A pretty interesting idea
Quite
for
a ride.
survival horror. Puts you on a bicycle.
Hey, Wolf, welcome on in. Welcome back for
navigating
6
a
months.
foggy,
Thanks for coming back, man.
Rural landscape. Basically, as you pedal, you recharge your phone's battery, which is essential for receiving
this is a cool
messages
concept.
that may help.
Okay, so here's let me back this up. Here's why I think the walking sims should honestly jump off a cliff and stop making games. That was a really powerful statement. But I mean that because you can do so much with so little. All right, you can do. Oh, it's your first game. Honestly, whatever. God, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't know what happened. Sorry. I'm not going to baby the devs anymore because this is 2025. You can do so much with so little. Did you hear what this guy said? As you pedal, you recharge your phone's battery. It's a neat, interesting concept. And it's new because you used your brain for like a little bit more than like 90% of horror slop. I'm tired. I'd rather you give out a 30-minute long game that was long lasting and memorable than like this 2-hour walking slop.
Charge your phone's battery, which is essential for receiving messages that may help or hinder your escape. I think this is a really cool idea because there's not really anything else quite like that, at least in description. It's also inspired aesthetically by the works of Stephen King in the 80s and 90s. Of course, not anything recent from him because it seems like that well is completely dried up. But hey, Quite a Ride. Doesn't have a confirmed release date, but it's coming to PC later in the year. And number 9 is Broken Lore Low, a psychological horror.
I want to like these games, but they pump out these games so quickly it always makes me second guess if it's AI.
That takes place in an eerie Japanese village called Kirasamemura. Somehow, you're a woman whose music career leads her into a labyrinth of supernatural horrors. The village itself is haunted by the Gashida Kuro, a giant skeleton from Japanese folklore, and the game's environments repeat and change. And
somehow you're a woman.
They have a demo. I'm going to say try it out. It's a weird one.
I don't really know why they do demos either because the demo is like 60% of the game already.
And I think that if you like the demo, you'll like the full game. It's not like an expensive game either. It's $8. Regularly, it's on sale as well. It's good. I mean, it's a good one.
Okay,
I'll
trust you.
PC though, no consoles. And number 8 is Blight Survival. Basically, a co-op action horror roguelite.
I'm so excited for this one.
Mercenaries
this one's gonna be fun, I think.
sent to chase a blight, which is a supernatural plague, which is turning corpses into ravenous monsters, zombies, if you will. You got melee combat, stealth crafting, and some light extraction elements. It looks like it leans a lot on Dark Souls, though, which I like. So, like, if you combine Dark Souls with Escape from Tarkov, basically. Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. The game's currently in pre-alpha. They're planning on some closed playtests. Hopefully, we'll be seeing this one this year. Blight Survival's coming out on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series again. Hopefully
this looks good.
Year. At number 7 is the Dark Pictures anthology.
Oh, a new
Directive
one?
8020.
I actually
Kind
haven't
a
heard of
really
this.
Different piece for.
Wait, no,
Dark
I
Pictures
did. This was-
anthology.
I
This
recall.
one
I
takes
recall.
place in space. This is the first episode of season 2 of the Dark Pictures anthology.
Looks good.
You crash landed on a planet where an alien organism capable of mimicking its prey turns you and your crewmates against each other potentially. Now,
Okay, looks
this is
good.
also the plot of the game Prey, of course, to some extent, not necessarily entirely, but it's pretty close. It's just that these are very different games. They're very plot-driven, they're very narrative-driven, and for whatever reason, they're clearly
Have you
making
heard of the
money.
fake game God
Prey,
Save Birmingham?
A friggin'
Is it fake?
masterpiece hasn't been able to apparently capture the amount of eyeballs required to save its studio. But hey, Directive 8020, I have a feeling will not be the last.
Everyone
thing
still looks
Supermassive
so
Games
waxy.
makes. I'm not
But it
making
looks
fun
good.
of it.
I'm not
Like,
complaining.
I like their games sometimes. Sometimes they're.
I enjoy
bit
it
of a
just
dud,
for, like,
but
the
they're-
experience with
they're
you
a good
guys.
dev that when they have a budget, seems like they're pretty good at what they do. We do have a date for this one. It's coming October 2nd to PC,
Nice.
PS5, and Xbox Series.
Okay.
And number 6 is Tormented Souls 2. Because who needs eyes? When
This
you
one
have
has
nightmares,
promise.
right? Carolyn Walker
Really good indie
returns to
company.
the sequel to this cult classic horror game. She embarks on a harrowing journey to save her sister Anna from a mysterious affliction, and, well, haunted monasteries abound. This game promises a blend of intense combat and intricate puzzles, and intends to stay
Yeah,
true
definitely gonna
to
pick
its
this one up.
old-school horror roots. It's coming to us via Dual Effect, and it's slated for release this year on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series.
Okay.
And number 5 is Sinking City 2. The
I
sequel
don't
to the
trust it.
Lovecraftian horror from Frogwares. This one actually changes
Sinking
up
City
the game
1,
a bit. The
honestly,
first
should
game was
just-
about detective work and stuff, but now the city is just completely devastated
Get a
by
rope.
supernatural flood, and you're going to be needing to explore
I said that.
and face
Yes,
off
I did.
against eldritch horrors in a semi-open world. There is going to be detective work, but it's a lot more optional this time around. There's going to be puzzles, which give you alternate options, lore, and secrets, blah, blah, blah. Honestly,
I
the
don't
first
care.
game, I think, got a bad rap unnecessarily. I enjoyed it. and I'm definitely
Unnecessarily?
looking forward
You
to-
want it? No. This is a new me. This is a new me.
I think
I'm
got
just
a
kidding. I'm
bad
just kidding.
rap
Relax, everyone. I'm just
unnecessarily.
kidding.
I enjoyed it, and I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel. Although I'm a little hesitant based on the fact it's a pretty different sounding game.
Well,
It
I
doesn't
hope
mean
so.
They can't pull it off, and I have confidence in them. But still, later this year, when it comes to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series, I definitely want to see how this goes. And number 4 is Industria 2,
I haven't heard of
picking
this.
up the ongoing story of Nora, who is stranded in a parallel dimension.
In all fairness, what was wrong with the first one? So what happened with Sinking City? Because this was many, 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 many years ago. So I'll try my best to recall. Sinking City, when they were advertising the game, were very good at painting this world. Like, just think of Cthulhu and everything that makes that kind of Lovecraftian world beautiful. And they made it look horrific and creepy and interesting. Then you play the game, and it's filled with just walking from point A to point B with just tens of hundreds of millions, exaggerating here, of just notes and reading and talking to NPCs. It was so excruciatingly boring. Empty world, didn't need to do anything, didn't need to be there, didn't need to turn it on, put it back in its case, set it on fire.
One dominated by a malevolent AI. You have an interesting journey in front of you with intense firefights, oil spills, crafting, physics-based interactions.
Okay, I'm interested.
Upgradable weapons.
I'll try
looks
it.
pretty sweet. I actually didn't play the first one, but based on what I'm seeing of the second one, I'm absolutely going back to it. It looks cool. Industria 2's landing this year for PC.
Okay.
Moving on to number 3, it's Reanimal.
This sounds
coming
familiar.
to us from the creators of
Yes!
Little Nightmares. This is a co-op horror adventure game where you play as a brother and sister navigating a hell version of their former home.
I'm so
there's
excited
boats,
for this
There's
one.
land. It's interesting because you got both single player and shared camera 2-player co-op, which I think is super interesting. I like that more
Well, shared
games
camera
are doing that.
sounds like it'd be
I mean,
fun.
It's not like a huge departure for Little Nightmares.
I don't know
or
who
anything,
I'm gonna
but
play
stuff like It Takes
this with
Two
yet.
and that type of thing have really popularized that format. Now, I'm really happy to see it. Reanimal is
So we'll
coming
see.
to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
It looks beautiful.
Moving on to number 2, it's Silent Hill F,
I did want to play it with
which takes
Tomato,
place
yeah.
in 1960s
That's I kind of have my
Japan.
heart set on
the
that.
F stands for fog. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm just saying it does. Why not? There's a lot of fog in Silent Hill. This is a super interesting thing because, well, Silent Hill is basically not based on any traditional anything. It's usually not set in 1960.
I'm so glad this game's coming out before October.
Though. Like the colors and the ideas.
I cannot wait for this.
I mean, they look like Silent Hill and they also don't look like Silent Hill. You got traditional Japanese elements in there as well. It looks cool. It's in development.
Everything about it looks amazing.
Xbox Series
It's already like
you
banned in what,
pre-order it
Australia or
currently,
something,
but
right?
We don't have a date. I would assume not terribly far off, though, given the fact you can pre-order.
What do you mean?
So,
It's in September.
I'm excited for it. And finally, it's Cronos: The New Dawn at number
What's
1.
that?
So this is a third-person survival horror game coming to us from Bloober
Oh
Team,
yes, I'm
which,
excited for
as
this
you know,
too.
we're in charge
This looks
of the
quite
recent
good.
Silent Hill 2 remake that we all know and love. This one is set in a retro futurism world.
Oh, pause. This looks. I love this. This is what kind of I was saying earlier about the model being too much in the front light. Like, imagine if you're not like Bloober Team, right? And you want to make a horror game, but it's a lot of don't show kind of situation. All these models could be super low poly, super like just, you know, not a lot of work into it. Put like a really good bump map, fucking reflective, what is it called again? Spec map, and then make it look really gooey. Don't put light on it, and like put a light from afar. Exactly like this. You can go a long way. All right, so this one is 10 big announcements of state of play. So this isn't entirely horror, but let's see if there's anything good that we're all like excited for.
Moving on to number 8, Pragmata returns. The long
Wait, is this the game with the... I saw little bits and pieces on Twitter and I didn't want to believe it. I've been waiting for this game since it was announced many eons ago.
Years of radio silence, broken by Capcom. Their enigmatic sci-fi adventure Pragmata finally resurfaced. This one was announced way back in 2020, but it is back now, and it's bringing some intriguing gameplay mechanics with it. It's set on a desolate lunar station. It follows the story of Hugh, this astronaut, and Diana, an android. The two form an unlikely partnership as they navigate the station.
I don't like the color of her hair. It's too yellow. I know that sounds stupid, but
blah blah blah. But it's one of these dual character games where you control both of them simultaneously. Hugh does the heavy lifting and jetpack assisted stuff and combat and all that, whereas Diana does hacking powers and you know, the manipulating the environment type stuff. The trailer showed us a blend of
I know it's a weird statement.
And you know, the manipulating.
It's pretty. So I'm just talking about like the color and color theory. Something about the hair color either needs to be, I don't think it needs to be dark. It just needs to be lighter in tone. That's it.
Environment type stuff. The trailer showed us a blend of action and strategy, and it's interesting. It demonstrates a
That's
kind
very
of
Daniel.
a synergy
I agree with that
is required that you're going to have to basically pilot two people into. And I mean, Capcom doesn't mess around. They wouldn't have brought this out of the oven for no reason, or let us peek into the oven. They did confirm a release window of 2026, so very possible we see this one. Should be super interesting to find out even really what it turns out being.
Fun space game.
Moving on to number 7, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, now with a multiplayer tease. I know I like giving Konami kind of a hard time for borderline abandoning gaming for a few years, but they're kind of killing it. So we got a new gameplay trailer of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and I mean, it looks good. It looks real good. You got the Snake versus Monkey minigame, the Sony crossover, which is going to be available on PlayStation 5 and PC versions of the game.
Yeah,
the Xbox version is going to feature a different minigame, Snake versus Bomberman, which is ostensibly new, but I think what everybody was really particularly interested in was the possibility of a Metal Gear Online mode. Like, I don't know if you remember Metal Gear Online stuff, but it was, I mean, and I'm not talking the unicorn zombies online. Was that even online? I don't even remember. It felt like a crappy online game. They didn't really let us know exactly what it's gonna be, but man, this is a pretty looking game. It is a great remake, but like the kind of remake you'd really like a Silent Hill 2
excited
type
for this
remake. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a serious banger, and it's launching on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC August 28th. Officially unveiled Nioh 3.
I
set to
love
launch
Nioh.
early
I love Nioh 1,
2026.
I love
But
Nioh
guess
2,
what?
and I beat
If you
both of
don't
them, and I
know,
love
there is a
them.
demo now available on PS5. You can play Nioh 3 now. You can play it free. So, interesting thing about this entry to the Nioh series, you got two distinct combat styles, samurai and ninja. You can switch between them. The samurai is more of a traditional swordplay with martial arts.
I remember me and Girl Dan were trying to go through it. It ended up being really hard, and then I put it down for a long time. And then me and Tomato went through in the entirety of Nioh 2 together, and we beat it. I had a great time playing this with him. I like it. Good times all around, bro.
Type thing and a parry system. The ninja style emphasizes speed and agility. In a lot of ways, it kinda, I know this sounds absurd, kinda sounds like being able to switch between different styles in Yakuza, but of course it is a Souls-like action RPG. I also don't think I think there are other ones with styles that, I don't know.
It doesn't look any different though, is the only downside. I'm looking at this and I'm like, it looks exactly the same.
Of a Yakuza game to me for whatever reason. This one is open field world, they're calling. I don't know exactly what makes that different from open world, but it does drop the whole mission-based system. So the
open field
demo
world
is available on PS5 through June 18th.
I do like Nioh.
The next one is Thief VR Legacy of Shadow.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna play this.
We'd see a new Thief game coming, let alone a VR one. I mean, this is one of the
It's
big
probably gonna be bad,
immersive sims in
but
the
I would try it regardless.
lineage of the genre, or at least they were. I don't know if this one will be, but I don't know. It does make me think about immersive
It'd probably just
sims
be like
in
fun.
VR. And then finally, we got a surprise Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, which actually gives you both the original.
That's
like,
amazing.
War of Lions
So we welcome
translation of
back,
the
and
classic
Daisy,
game,
welcome
and then
back.
an
Nice to see you
enhanced
both.
version, which has updated visuals, fully voiced dialogue, quality of life improvements, and even some
That's
additions
amazing.
to the game itself.